Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith. I'm coming to you live from my kitchen, and this is my post Grey Cup blog. Grey Cup 103 is in the books, and congratulations, a sincere congratulations to the Edmonton Eskimos on winning the Grey Cup. It was a pretty interesting game, full of a lot of ups and downs. The Red Blacks took a 13-0 lead, but the Edmonton Eskimos didn't seem fazed as they were able to come back and pull off a 26-20 victory over the Ottawa Red Blacks. A couple of interesting things of note. I found it a little eerie that the last time Ottawa played Edmonton in a Grey Cup was 1981, and the final score of that game was 26-23. I just thought that was interesting food for thought. Initially, my thoughts were this. 2 years in a row now, we've seen a Grey Cup decided on a late penalty. Sometimes that's the way things go in football, and that's what happened today. Another thing that I thought was, I can't believe that this was the same team that got out to a 13-0 lead and they ended up losing the game. But such is the CFL. And how many times have you heard this season that no lead is safe? And then lastly, I thought to myself, why in the world are we punting the ball, we being Ottawa? Why are we punting the ball with 2 minutes left while you've got the most outstanding player on the field, as well as the most dangerous receiving core in the league? I think one of the things too is that you don't really want to be second guessing a guy that just won Coach of the Year, but it was definitely a head scratcher. What I've come up with in the last little while since the game has ended is ultimately those questions don't really matter. What matters is that Edmonton won the Grey Cup, and a big congratulations to them. Coming into this, and I said this earlier this week, I have nothing against the Edmonton Eskimos, prior season ticket holder and such. I think they're a good organization, and I have nothing bad to say about them. Mike Riley, got a lot of his tutelage playing with the BC Lions, and now he's a champion in his own right and winning it from a leadership position as opposed to a backup role. There's a lot of good players on the Edmonton Eskimos, and they played as a team, and they showed again that defense wins championships. Here in Ottawa, I don't think there's anything for any Red Black fan to hold their head on. Despite the fact that they went from 2 wins last season to being in the Grey Cup, they united a city. You saw people that weren't even talking about football getting excited about it, people who had very minimal interest in it becoming very passionate about it. I've had people reach out to me in the last few days saying, hey, how do I get seasons tickets for next year? Because this is something that they want to be part of. It sucks to see the team lose. It's unfortunate that you see somebody with the talent and the respect that we have of a Henry Burris being disappointed. But at the same token, I said it before, you win as a team and you lose as a team. And yes, the loss is disappointing, but at the same token, if you look at the grand scheme of things, there is so much to be proud of. One of the things that I have trouble with sports fans in Ottawa is that I find that a lot of times they tend to waver. They like you when you're winning, not so much when you're losing. And I certainly hope that's not going to be the case with the Red Blacks, because this team has absolutely earned your respect. From going out last year and basically putting themselves together with no equipment and anything when they first got the franchise to coming into this year and being a contender. They shocked a lot of people, and I have no doubt that they're going to come back strong next year. The only issue is that the element of surprise is gone. When the Red Blacks show up against you on the schedule, you know you're going to be facing a strong team. As a season ticket holder, as a fan of this league, and as somebody who's been very much invested in the success of the Ottawa Red Blacks this season, as a fan, I thank you. I give a shout out to all the players who were experiencing the Grey Cup for their first time. Such an amazing experience, I'm sure, and I'm proud of all of you. I send a special shout out to the Red Blacks cheer and dance team. I think that over the course of the year, we've gotten a chance to see how extremely hard these men and women work. At not only what they do on the field, but their countless obligations off of the field. A lot of people think going to Grey Cup is, all about fun and just having a good time. From a cheerleading perspective, it is nothing but constant appearances, constant events, and the schedule is beyond grueling. And I'm sure this year was no different. So I salute all of those people who made the trip, as well as all those people who stayed back and entertained the fans at TD Place. So the loss, it does stick in the throat, and it is a little disappointing. But because obviously we all hope to see, all of us in Red Blacks Nation hope to see the Red Blacks win the Grey Cup. But at the end of the day, again, as a fan who has and still is extremely excited to have football back in Ottawa, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for such an exciting season. I can't wait until next season to see what we do next. And again, heads up, you have so much to be proud of. And again, thank you for everything that you guys have done this season. Absolutely love you. My name is Keith, and as always, you can reach out to me on CFL_fan on Twitter. If you're not following me, I'd really like it if you were. Facebook.com/Whitty Whittier and WhittyWhittier.com. Again, a huge congratulations to the Edmonton Eskimos. First time in 10 years bringing the Grey Cup back to Edmonton. And a huge thank you for the Red Blacks organization for everything that you guys have done this year. And I can't wait to see what happens next year. Take care, and that's my view from the 40.